Hello and welcome to a map review. We are going to be looking at this map here. It's called Oregon Springs 17. This is a remake for Farming Sim 2017 for a map that was originally released for Farming Sim 15. This is a map by NLD Farmers. Which they've done a couple of other ones I think we've actually looked at. So let's jump in and take a look at this map. So this map, just checking, it doesn't actually require seasons or anything. So yeah, we can just jump straight in there. So let's take a look. We select everything. We'll fire up course play, that and that. I don't think it has chopped straw. The notes for it don't actually mention it. We've got the map here loaded. That should be it for the review we need. So let's let it load and see if there's any errors. So this map is available on the mod hub straight from the Farming Sim website. As you can see, the load is done. Let's just take a quick look at the log. There doesn't seem to be any errors there. This map is only available for PC and Mac, so it is not available for Xbox and PS4. Even though it's in the mod hub, it's just not available for those platforms because it does have production on it, I believe, and therefore those scripts don't work on the consoles. So here we are. We are kind of just loaded. And let's just take a little scan around. We'll see where we are at. And there we have it. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. So we have quite a few fields here. I think I saw it was 36, or was it 39? Yeah, it was 36 fields on this farm. As you can see by the shapes, there are variety of shapes, like a lot of different shapes, some pretty complex shapes. Just to kind of note, this map only actually has one field you can do missions on. So looking at it, I think, what does it say, field 5, so this field up here is the only field you can do missions on. Everything else you can't actually do missions on them because of the shapes of the field. That's basically the instruction that's in there by the authors, is that you can't, because of the shapes of the fields, the mission system's turned off on everything except one. So we have got quite a lot of stuff on this map. We are starting off up here. However, we do have, if you just see, we've got the animals are kind of spread in various areas of the map. We have sheep, we have chickens, we have pigs, and we have cows. What else do we have? We have quite a lot of stuff here. So we start off with fields 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to do this so I can get a better look. So fields 1, 3, 4, and 15. Those are your starting fields. You have 4 to start with. Field 1's not that terrible shape. Field 3's okay. 15's not bad. 4 is weird. You've got this kind of bit here that you can see sort of goes down the middle, and the join. It's quite a weird looking field. We'll take a look at the fields from the air and we'll see if we can actually do anything to fix those. You know, this could just be trees. If it's trees, you just cut them down and you merge the two bits together and make it a bit nicer. So those are the starting fields. In terms of fruit types, standard fruit types only. No multi-fruit on this map. So it's quite straightforward. In terms of sale points, we have 10, and again we've got the standard sort of things on here in terms of things to sell. Let's take a look. We don't have any animals to start with, and we have 1 million storage to start with. So that's pretty much the kind of starting stuff. Let's take a look at the equipment. So we have a Deutz-Fahr AgroStar 6.61, a case 1455 XL, a Fend 300 Vario. We have a Massey Ferguson MF Activa 7347S combine, which, if memory serves, I think it's like a mid-tier one. We have the Rostel Mash Argus 870 corn and sunflower header. And we have a Massey Ferguson free flow 25-foot header for normal fruits. We have a Farm Tech TDK 1600 trailer. That's the only tipper trailer we have. It's actually not a huge one as well. We have a Horsch Terrano 4FX cultivator. So that's a 4-meter cultivator. And we have a Great Plains 3P1006 NT seeder. That's a standard seeder that will do fertilizer, but it does require the ground to be cultivated before you can use it. We have a Vardstat Tempo F8. Now, this Vardstat Tempo does the sunflower, corn and sugar beet crops. It also does soybeans. We have an Amazon UF 1201 sprayer. And we have a couple of weights, 650 kilo weights. We have a pickup truck, and that is all. That is all the equipment we've got. So we don't have a huge amount, but we do have some useful equipment. So let's take a look around the farmyard. Both of these are essentially decoration. So the yard is literally just next door. Can we get over that? Yes, we can. So it's just next to the farmhouse. We've got this is the silo. Actually, just across the road. Nice big silo. Let's drive through. There we go. Drop off point. We can pick up, I think, there. It's the pickup point. Yep. We've got a bit of storage on the back side here, just for vehicles and stuff. Don't think those give you anything. So that's that. That is kind of the silo. It's kind of low fence. What have we got here? Now, okay, one of these is seeds. One of them I think is fertilizer. Got these two nice sort of silos there for seed and fertilizer. I'm guessing solid fertilizer, not liquid. We've got potentially, I think, fuel. So this conserve tank is for fuel. Yeah. Does that open? Yes, that's opened. So this is where our little sort of customization shop is for the vehicle. I think these icons are the 2015 icons for things from Farming Sim. I don't know, but I don't know if these are functional. They do look kind of nice, but I don't know if they're actually doing anything for us. So first of our sheds where we've got equipment. So we've got our combine in here, along with its header. Nice little shed this. It's got a nice little upstairs bit. I wonder if you could put stuff up there. Got a couple of tractors in here as well. This is all set up like a tractor with a piece of equipment as well, so that's cool. Have a look in this other shed. Again, we've got a Deutz-Fahr over there. We've got a trailer. We've got the cultivator. We've got the seeder as well. All the stuff's in here. Okay. There we have Farmyard, and that's pretty much all the equipment and the sheds and everything else. I don't know if this is our pickup truck. This is our pickup truck. Okay. There's a decoration pickup truck. It's exactly the same. So there we have the farmyard. Really straightforward. So this is an American style map as well. So it's not the traditional big American open fields type thing. It's actually kind of very higgledy. So let's go and look around the various elements of the map. Because all the animals are everywhere, we're going to look at everything as a whole. So let's take a look here in the north and go to the barn here. So this is sale point for straw and hay. We've got, I think, potentially another little silo here that we can use, and a nice little sort of yard, vacant lot as it were. Nice looking buildings. And we have our chickens up here as well. Quite a big space here for our chickens. See? Water for them and everything else. It's very nicely laid out. Nice chicken farm. So we've got a nice little house and some trees and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so that's this little spot up here. Let's head over to the train station. So we've got another sale point or a storage location. Probably a sale point, drop off location here. We've got some fuel as well. We look like we've got a bit of a mill pond type thing here. There's no trains. I think it is literally just a sale point. We've got a bit of forestry on this map as well. So this is a nice big forest up here. See, take a look. Actually, what we'll do is I'll just turn on flight mode, and we'll just actually quickly look at this in the air, because it's actually whilst we're up in the neck of the wood, this is actually quite a nice big forest that we've got at the top here of the map, as you can see. It's actually really nice. Kind of got the edge of the map there. We've got a nice big space full of some trees. As you can see, it just extends out over there. It's really nicely done. The fields are, you can see the fields are pretty nicely done as well from it. So let's just drop back down. We are actually at the top, so that's the top of field 1. This is one of the fields that we own. This over here essentially is field 2, the other side of the road. It's a field that we don't own. It's like it's got grass on it. The interesting thing about this is it actually looks like the field extent actually goes, when we're in the air, it actually extends out to this fence. So potentially it could be quite tricky. There's no headland. Okay, so let's head down here to OS Biomass Plants and let's check this place out. So we've got above ground silo king thing, but this is actually a Fleagle one. We've got some digestate fill level that we got close to, so this must be the Digestate Tank here. And so you've got to, obviously you've got a fill location here for your silo, silage or whatever. This is our nice little biomass plant thing. We have a weighbridge on the way in and the gates over here. It's actually called Oregon Springs Biomass Plant. We've got a nice thing. Part of the TS Energy Group. We've got drive-through silage bunkers here, quite nice. And if you just see over there in the distance, we've got a couple of seed and fertilizer silos for you to fill up. We've also got a fuel tank here as well, and a little bit of storage, I think. Yep, nice little storage shed here. Got another one over there as well. So there we have a thing. We do have a rather odd little decoration truck here, which is definitely not American. This is well, it's a Russian vehicle, essentially a Eastern European vehicle in the heart of the US. We've got some nice little windmills up there, but they don't give you anything. There's the biomass plant, that kind of area here. Really nice big space. Got our animal dealer, different model, which is actually, I kind of like this model. This is actually looks good. Western Daughters Butcher Shop, meats and provisions. That's quite interesting. This is the animal dealer. You can buy animals here, but you could also you sell them for meat, but obviously you're buying them as well. So this is a buy-sell location. Okay, Pete's Diner next up. Pete's Diner is a sale point, drop-off location there behind the diner, which you can see just by the roadway. Across the road, we have a lumber and millwork, which is actually it's kind of tied in with this area. We saw up here there was a West Haven or Woodhaven, sign up here, which is basically kind of for the woodland that we've got to forestry with. So we can sell eggs here, and this is also a normal selling point for eggs. There we go. And yeah, no, it's a very tight turn here to do the drop off. You're going to drive through here, it's going to be pretty tight. There's two vehicles there. You'll have to, I think, come at it from that direction there. Drop across to the sawmill. So this is a sawmill. We have got a few things on this lot. So this is a selling point for wood chips. There we go. And we've got, what else do we have on here? Wood chips. Do we have a plain wood? Not sure. But we do have a piece of production. So let's go here. Give this fuel, which is wood chips or straw, and logs, and you get board pallets out and wood chips. And that is basically the production element we've got here. We drop off the wood over here, and the board will pop out at this far side over here. Well, I can't remember which way around this will be, but one of these is input, one of them is output. I think this is the input, and that one there is the output, right next door to each other. You can probably, once you've done an initial feed on one of these, you can essentially leave them to it and sort of use the output as an input. And this is the spawn point for the parts. So this is the sawmill here. Let's head over to the sheep pasture. Got another little farmhouse here, and what have we got here? This is the spawn point for wool pallets. We have some water here as well. Little statue of a sheep, so it's telling you what it is. So we have here, this is the grass feeding trough, and this is the gate that sort of drop animals off. I'm trying to find the water feeding trough. Can't see it unless it's on the actual, there it is in the lot. So you drop all your water in here. So you'll need to kind of get into the pasture with this gate here and fill up with water. So this is the North Star Sheep Farm, which is down here. Next up, we're going to go here. This looks like a bit of a sort of contractor lot, as the author describes it. Got some very storage sort of options here. Got a little silo, I guess. And this is a silo. To store stuff. Got a couple of storage sheds. Got some fuel here. You've got sort of root crop storage as well, and so on. So this is kind of a little bit of a operating area. We've got some animated horses over here, and we've got stuck on the fence there. What we've got as a sign over here. So this is called Blue Line Feeds, Extra Profit Feeds. So this is down. Actually, this is not. This is actually something else. This is this thing over here. This is the kind of little other contract lot, field, whatever, the mini farm. We've got a nice little horse there. Kind of a nice little sort of second working area to kind of work this southern area of the map. So let's head over to Blue Line Feeds. So Blue Line Feeds is, oh, we've got a train here. Don't know if we can actually do anything with this train. It's a sell point. Don't think we can do much with the train, just decoration. But this is a sale point. So you drive up here, drop off your goods to sell. And you've also got a fuel kind of point here as well. So this is this kind of area sort of down here. Let's head up to the cow pasture. Here is our cow shed. In our cow shed, we've got some fake cows kind of lying here. They're not really lying very well, but hey, what the hell. So what do we got? So I'm guessing this is going to be our TMR location, and we're dropping off food. What do we have over here? Nice little bit of space. Our milk location there. I believe this is a place you can pick up milk. The milk trigger somewhere. We've got grass here. Water is on the pasture over here. I think I saw that as a jump yet. See, there's the water location in the middle of this. A really big cow pasture, actually. We do have something over there in the distance, which we'll check out in a minute. We've got a water tower there. That might be our water source. And I'm trying to think anything else that we'd be looking for. Obviously, we drop off straw here as well. Might be a locale for only where we can actually load up the animals. I'm not seeing a gate. Kind of. Oh, there it is. No, that's not a gate. So, sure where we drop off the animals. Could actually be the end here or something like that. Ah, yes. So this is where we do our animal drop off. So that's the cows. We do have a bit of a gas station thing here as well. Some diesel. We've got a couple of storage clamps. These are not drive-through. They're kind of fixed at the back. So we've got to do our own silage. Not a lot of space around there. This is essentially what we call, what is this called? Flint Rock Farm. So there we have it. A little farmhouse over here. Nothing really special. Bunch of fields and some little pond. Guessing we can get our water from here. In fact, I'm just looking at that actually. We can't actually go into the water there. But there looks to be some kind of thing over there. Water. So there's a water pump there. That water pump. Yep, so this is a fountain, so this is where we can get water from, this little area here. Okay, let's head over to the OS Garden Centre. So this is the, I'm guessing, Oregon Springs Garden Centre. Selling point for wool. I don't see. We've got some slurry sales here and solid manure sales. Not sure if there's anything else here we do. But we've essentially got some sales of manure and such like, and these greenhouses and so on. But there's nothing there really for us. Okay, let's hit the shop. So we have our shop. Morgan's Massive Motors, standard shop type thing. Got a customization shop, bit of a lot, vehicle inspection bay type thing. Customization is on this lot as well. So it's nice, not a huge lot, but it's a good size lot. I'm gonna jump up here to OS Pacific Grain. This is essentially a grain sale point. There we have it. They'll drive through drop off. There's two things here. There's also a milk sale point. I'm trying to see where that is. I think it's around the back here. There we have some milk tanks, so we can sell our milk. So with this map, you can essentially sell yourself. Next up, we'll hit the pig enclosure. Standard thing. Got our slurry tank there, and manure and so on is all around. Is here. We have feeding water there, and let's see where the food is. I got this shed, this pig shed, and so this is the pig shed. We might feed in here. I'm not sure. We've got a trough in here anyway. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're feeding our pigs in here. There's a water trough. This is definitely a feeding trough. And then our water's there. Nice little lot. We've got a few sheds here, storage, and so on. Nice. It's actually a pretty big lot actually with the pigs. And that's kind of up here. So that's actually all of the major amenities of the map dealt with. So let's head over to the farm and let's just jump in a tractor. Let's bring up courseplay, take a quick look at our fields that we own and see what the sizes are. So let's kind of look at field 1 is 5.22 hectares. Field 3 is 11.94. Field 4 is 11.56. Field 15 is 3.71. So those are the fields you start with, and you've got some pretty reasonable sized fields there, to be honest. If you were buying some fields, I would personally probably buy field 2. Looking at that, it's a 5.93 hectare field. It'll cost you 480,000. I would potentially buy, I would actually not buy 5 if I was actually doing a single player. I would probably keep it for the mission. But I might get field 14. That's a 532,000 field, and it's 6.5 hectares, just shy of 6.6. Kind of wanted to go for one of the other maybe larger fields. Field 10 looks kind of big. It's a 16 hectare field. It costs you 1.2. And let's have a look. I'm thinking 34 is pretty big as well. So that's a 14.7 hectare field, and that's 1.195 million. And again, there's no missions on any of these fields. We do have a good bit of woodland on this map. You can see there's trees down here and all down here. There's that large area that we looked at earlier at the top. We've got a nice large area down here, and we've got another large area here. There's quite a lot of woodland on here, so you can do forestry. They sort of is minimal production, although there is little, but there's not a lot. There's not a huge amount of space for placeables yourself. Some of the lots do have a bit of spare space, so you could slip in things, but it's going to be pretty tight. So it's going to be pretty hard to add additional production to this map. If I was doing it, I'd probably end up clearing out space around certain areas. So for instance, this area here, which actually got a field we can't put anything in. Damn, I was thinking this was actually going to be a field we could use. The space here is just, no, it's not suitable. Let's kind of get up into the middle of the map. I want to just take a look. There's a lot of the roads here. There's a lot of kind of tracky type roads. Kind of go up into the air and take a look from the sky at some of the fields before we finish up. So odd shaped fields, we know this. Minimal headlands. This is going to be a map. If you're using courseplay, you'll be doing it with headlands. I personally don't think you'll be using huge equipment because there's very little space to kind of move it around. You might use a larger header, if that. But everything else is, you won't get a big plow, you won't get big bud equipment around this map easily. So yeah. This is a map I would probably invest in a Scorpion King as soon as I could. So you can do a lot of forestry. It'd be cutting down a lot of the kind of trees around fields, kind of make life a little easier. Around some of these little pathways, you know, you've got 2 lines of trees down there. It's going to kind of make wide equipment hard to do. You've got a couple of big main roads, but then you've got a lot of these tracks for the fields in the middle. So there's very little space around the fields. It is literally a case you're going to be using a course play and headlands on this. So it's a very beautiful map. It's not flat. It is undulating. It's not hugely steep in places. It's just gentle undulation across the map. As I say, it's a nice, beautiful looking map. So with that, thank you all for watching. I am going to leave you with a view looking back. I have no idea where I'm looking back actually. Let's actually look. Let's look back towards the farm and the BGA. So here we have Oregon Springs 2017 version. It's a nice, beautiful looking map by NLD Farmers. Details for download will be in the description. This is available on the Farming Sim Mod Hub, so it should be fairly easy to install. So if you like the review, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of our map reviews and our Let's Plays and so on, please subscribe to the channel. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and see you guys next time.